Hey, welcome back to Math Quest. Hey, listen, I wanted to go over on how to find, you could say, if two figures are similar by looking at the area and the perimeter, okay? One thing you must understand, if these are similar figures, then the area of one figure is going to be equal to the area of the other figure times the scale factor. Okay, that's the key right there. I must multiply times the scale factor to find the area or perimeter of the other figure. Let's take a look at this example. Hey, I hope you're ready with your notebook, ready to take notes. I know you just come here, listen to me, but take some notes. All right, let's take a look here. Two rectangles are similar. One has a length of 6 inches and a perimeter of 24 inches. The other has a length of 7 inches. What is the perimeter of this rectangle? Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do here is first get a pencil here. Let's get a colorful one. I like this color. So pay attention here. It says the length of 6 inches, right? So I'm just going to draw a rectangle here, which I recommend you always draw your figures. And then I'm going to have a rectangle here. So I know it's kind of crooked, but here we go. One has a length of 6 inches, the other one is 7 inches. So obviously the one that's smaller is going to have the length of 6 inches. The other one's going to have one that's 7 inches. And it says the one that's 6 inches has a perimeter of 24 inches. So it has a perimeter of 24 inches. Okay. They want to know what the perimeter of this one is. Well, remember what I told you. This perimeter is going to be equal to this one times the scale factor. So you should know by now, to get the scale factor, all you need to do is get two corresponding sides. So this side corresponds to this side on this shape. So therefore the 6 and the 7 will be my numbers that are going to give me my scale factor. So pay attention here. So if that's true, I'm going to write 6 over 7. And I also like to take the reciprocal of it and say, or 7 over 6. Why do I do that? Well, because I need the scale factor itself, a specific one for finding measurements on a certain shape. So the smaller one will be used to find a measurement on the smaller rectangle, and the larger one will be used to find a measurement on the larger rectangle. Since it's the larger one that I want to find the perimeter of, so let's use the large one, 7, 6. Simply, all I have to do is multiply 24 times 7 over 6. That's it. That's all oops, I forgot the parentheses here. I'm getting ahead of myself. I get so excited sometimes. After all, math is fun. So, remember when you multiply these, 24 divided by 6 times 7, or 24 times 7 divided by 6. Either one will get you the answer. Since I'm doing this mentally, I'm going to go ahead and divide 24 by 6, because you can do that mentally and you'll get 4. So 24 divided by 6 is 4. Then 4 times 8 is, 4 times 7 is 28. Okay, 28 inches. So the perimeter of this rectangle is 28 inches. That's it. That's all there is to it. See, that's why you come here, because I make it easy for you. All right, let's take a look at another example. Here we have two shapes. But what do they want this time? They're saying a triangle LMN, oh, that's this one right here, is similar to triangle PQR. If the perimeter of LMN is 64, what is the perimeter of the other one? Okay, so they're telling me that the perimeter of this one is 64. Perimeter, remember, to get the perimeter, you add all the sides up down here, right? But we don't have to do any of that because we have corresponding sides. This side corresponds to this side. Notice that the shape is a mirror reflection, so it's kind of, you could say, reflected. Translations, it's reflected. Sometimes, I don't know. I just know too much. All right, just messing with you. All right, so let's get our scale factor here. Our scale factor is going to be 24 over 8. And now I can use 24 over 8. That's not a problem. Or excuse me, let's say 24 over 8 or 8 over 24. I can use these scale factors, right? In this case, I'm going to find the perimeter of the small one. So I need the small scale factor. What I'm saying is that you can use it just the way it is. You'll just end up with larger numbers that you have to simplify. Or you can go ahead and simplify the scale factor at this time. So obviously, they have 8 in common. So divide 8 by 8 and you'll get 1. And then divide 24 by 8 and you'll get 3. So scale factor here would be 3 or 1 over 3, right? Because all you have to do is take the reciprocal of that one and you have your other one. Since I need to find the perimeter of the small one, let's take the 64 and let's multiply by 1/3. That's it. That's all you have to do, right? Multiply those two. Now, obviously, 64 times 1 is 64. So 64 divided by 3 is what we're going to do here. On these type of problems, especially when you get these fractions that repeat, you're going to end up getting a repeating decimal. So just write it as a fraction, or you can write it either way. Let me see, 63, 64, 2. That's, let's get a green one. 21, I believe, right? 260, 63. And then you'll have, 1/3. So 21 and 1/3. Or you can write 21.3, but make sure you put the repeating bar over that 3. All right. And this would be meters. That would be the perimeter of this shape right here. All right. Hey, I know you got it by now. You don't need any more of my help. You're ready to check out, and that's not a problem. But what I would like you to do is try this one on your own. Go ahead and pause the video and try this one, and then come back and see if you did it right. I'm assuming you're back. So let's go through it. 2 quilting squares are shown. The scale factor is 3 to 2. What is the perimeter of square TUVW? So this is the one they want to find. They want to find the perimeter of this one. But notice, I don't have the perimeter of the first one. But they did give me the scale factor, right? So what do I multiply? Not a problem. Notice that they told you that they were squares. Well, squares have the sides all equal. So if this is 4, that means this is 4, this is 4, this is 4, right? So 4 plus 4, or you can just say 4 times 4, right? No, 4 times 4 is 16. That would be wrong. Let me see. 4, I'm right. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 is correct. My bad. It's been a long day. All right. So on this one, the perimeter equals 16 inches. Now that I have 16 inches, now I can go ahead and multiply times my scale factor, which is 3 to 2, which is the same thing as 3 to 2, right? It's a ratio. Ratio is just a fraction, or a fraction, I should say. It's a ratio. So let's take the 16 for this one and multiply times 3 over 2. But you're asking yourself, why didn't you find the other one, the 2 over 3? Well, do I really need to? I'm trying to find a measurement on the large one. So I'm going to keep the large scale factor. I already have it, so I don't need to find the other one. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. And 3 times 8 is 24. 24 inches. Okay? I know you see me putting those 2 tick marks. That's also the symbol for inches. But whatever your teacher wants, that's what you should do. Either way, this is how you find the perimeter or area and the scale factor. Because we did find the scale factor, right? On these right here. On this one right here, right? We needed to find corresponding sides to get the scale factor. All right? So I hope you got some value out of this. And if you did, hit the like and subscribe button, all right? And I'll see you next time on Math Quest. Goodbye.